Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Let's get another message to see what it is that y'all need to hear at the moment. As always, take what resonates and discard the motherfucking rest. So, you guys, let's see what's going on in the energy today. I feel like your confidence is triggering people. I feel like people look at you and I don't know, you might have gotten an influx of like dirty looks. Okay. You just rub people the wrong way right away. There ain't even no time, bitch. It's like, what was that look for? Okay. Or why were you doing that? Also, weird things could be happening. Mercury retrograding heavy right now. I don't know what the fuck it is, bitch, but it be Gatorading right now, okay? Mercury is in Gatorade. For real. Yeah. So yeah, let's see what's kind of happening in the energy. What's going on with you guys? The Sun, Libra, and the 12th house. Yeah, it's given like the relationship with yourself with the Sun and Libra. You're gaining a lot of attention, some of it good, some of it bad, okay? You're rubbing people the wrong way immediately. It's like they take one look at you and it's immediate either love or jealousy. Or even some little bit of hate. I don't know. So, yeah, let's see what's happening, really. Hello, Bagheera. You are facing Lilith, so Lilith could be significant here, but let's see what's happening for you guys. What's the message? Holy, we have opposition, Cancerian energy, and square. Yeah, you're triggering your empowerment, okay? Your empowerment, your confidence with the Sun there as well is triggering some challenging emotions within other people. Okay, big time. Motherfucking big time. Okay, there's definitely some... You're posing as a threat or as a challenge for the people around you. This could even be strangers, honey. Okay, because you're mirroring back some sort of empowered state, something that they wish or they inspire to be, but they're not quite there yet, or they just feel like they can't get there. I don't know, bitch. You know, these are kind of like strangers even, all right? People that are being testy or impatient. Like I said, they take one look at you and they're like, ugh, you know? So you are triggering challenging feelings within people because you're mirroring something back to them. You're mirroring some sort of love, self-love, especially with Libra and the Sun. Sun is Aries, first house, or sorry, I don't know why I said that. Sun is the 5th house, passion, Leo, confidence, okay? So you are mirroring back something within the self, right? Self-love is what I was getting at. And it's pissing people off, okay? It really is. So let's see what we can get here. What's this opposition? Conflicts with, calls out. Maybe you're calling people's lack of self-love out. All right. Also, there's this weird thing going on where people really think that you're doing things for validation, for attention, or for their validation, their attention. Okay. People are reading too deeply into your looks, into your thoughts, into your words. Bitch. You got people reading deeper meanings than that was intended, okay? It's giving crusty third eye. It's, you know, trying to find a weird meaning in things that you do and things that you say and trying to make it deeper than it is. It's like, bitch, it ain't that deep, you know? Like that type of shit is going on too. So, yeah, what's the balance here? And we also have the 12th house there too, so it could be like hidden enemies type vibes or your spirituality, okay? We have justice coming out and divine comfort. So again, with the self-love, you are very, very comfortable in your own skin. And you would be surprised about how many people are just not comfortable in their own skin. So here you are radiating this joy and self-love, and you're just enthusiastic. Even if you're having a bad day, bitch, you're still enthusiastic. You're still full of zest and you're still full of life. And people will look at that and just be like, ugh, like, why are you so comfortable, like, with yourself? Like, how are you so comfortable to look like that, be like that, do that, say that? Whoa, bitch. Whoa. How deep do you want to go? You know? So people are kind of like triggered by you at the moment, collective. And I feel like this is a retrograde thing. You are meant to be doing this. Okay, God is using you as a little bit of a tool, the universe, God, whatever you want to say. All right, but justice and redemption, okay? So you're bringing justice in some sort of way. Now, the meme that just popped up into my head, okay, is what if you being a little bit spicy? What if you being a little bit mean? Or what if you just being a little bit bitchy is somebody's karma? Okay, think about that one, right? So I mean, maybe if someone comes up to you and tries to bicker in your face or make something way deeper than it is, bitch, and you kind of clap back a little bit, what if that's their karma? Don't fuck with us. You know, that type of shit, okay? That's what's coming through. So I feel like you're serving justice. You're also serving looks. Yes, you definitely are serving the looks, okay? Good, bad, ugly, don't matter. Let's see what's going on with the Cancerian energy. Knowledge of good and evil and reconciliation. So yeah, there are some challenging feelings that you're stirring up within people to reconcile some sort of indifferences. Reconcile the emotions that they have for themselves. I get, okay? The knowledge of good and evil. You know what's good for you and you know what's not good for you, okay? You know when to be a little bit more humble and, you know, what is that? Equitable or, nah. You know when to be more passive, I want to say, and you know when to kind of like, all right, put your foot down in certain situations, all right? You reconcile feelings within yourself, or you're reconciling some sort of feelings within yourself. But this is also nostalgia here. Comforting, nostalgia, okay, protective. Okay, so maybe you're protecting yourself as well. You're not just letting people step all over you and shit like that, say what they want to say. What's the challenge here? Transformation. So people are having a hard time trying to transform their emotions, okay? Submission to a higher order. You're causing very challenging transformations within people, literally just by doing you, okay? Just by walking around in the streets, just by loving yourself, doing whatever, staying in your own lane, honey. You're causing some sort of difficult, challenging emotions and emotional reactions in people. And Spirit is doing this as some sort of justice so that they can reconcile the feelings that they have about themselves within themselves, okay, that they have not been confronting. They've been denying, they've been rejecting, they've been pushing them down like they don't fucking exist, like they don't matter. And here you come, full of self-love, self-empowerment, radiating, fucking just doing the damn thing, staying in your fucking lane, and people are just mean mugging you. They're mean mugging you, honey. Yeah. Ugh. Like that. Or they don't want to be like, now this is not everybody. It's coming with a mix. There are people that are really like, love it. And then there are the people that will just mean mug you and do things to like get on your nerves or make things a little bit harder for you, or, you know, trash talk you right in front of your face to somebody else. It's just a mix, okay? Because you are triggering like heavy emotions within people, bitch. Like, it is the full fucking moon too, bitch. As I'm recording this is timeless, but it's giving full moon vibes. Okay? Definitely triggered. And it's a challenge. It's tough. It's a tough, you know, because with the Libra energy, that's that justice, divine comfort. You are living comfortably in your own skin. Okay? What's the empowerment up there? Obedience. Okay? You're being obedient to source. You're being obedient with yourself. Rectification. You've rectified something by being obedient with spirit. Okay? You've combined some sort of divine obedience. Okay? And because you are obedient, I mean, this is like, you've got some sort of spiritual power that it's not to be fucked with, you know? It's just really not, period. And some people can handle it and some people cannot. So you are being rectified in a situation, okay? What exactly is the obedience to? Justice. Justice. Divine comfort, obedience, empowerment, and justice. So you're doing exactly what Spirit is telling you to fucking do. Okay? Like I said, sometimes you're being called to be a little bit, all right? And sometimes you're being called to be a little bit more, okay, grace, given grace. You're being obedient. You're standing in your power. Okay? And it's bringing about karmic balance or justice in situations. Okay? Truth and justice. Maybe you're bringing out some sort of harsh truths and harsh realities. Okay? Don't be hating. Right? That truth and justice, obedience, okay? Empowerment combines with, like, Spirit really be working through the collective at this time, honey. Like, for real, working through ya. Yeah. All right, so let's see what else we can get here. Yeah, doesn't it feel like a motherfucking circus out there? What's going on with the comfort, balance, opposition, all right? Mirroring some sort of divine comfort, okay? Justice is on your side, so you're living comfortably, baby, okay? Seven of Swords is here, okay? So you're mirroring, okay, so let me, Temperance. You're mirroring back the things, the lies that people tell themselves. Yeah, I'm comfortable in my own skin, but then here you come along and you are really comfortable in your own skin. Doing things for you, not for other people, not for validation, okay? Don't get it too deep. Don't get it too twisted. You're kind of showing people where they're lying to themselves, okay? Where they've said they've healed. All right. You're showing them very uncomfortable truths. Because these people will swear up and down that shit doesn't bother them and, you know, I've healed this, I've tempered that, and then here comes the real true mirror. You know those true mirrors where you see your true reflection? Okay? That's what you are. You're like one of those true mirrors. So you're kind of like popping up as a true mirror and you're showing people where it is that they've been kind of lying to themselves. Okay? So that's kind of what's happening there. What's the reconciliation with the emotions here with Cancer energy? I feel like, so the Strength card, this is kind of given like ego. Oh, this, okay, so here's Justice as well. Okay? This is somebody who's trying to really tame their ego, okay? What I'm getting here is somebody trying to close the lion's mouth, trying to close the emotions that are arising, that are trying to transform, okay? You got people that are trying, so these are emotions that are trying to come out and flow out of people, but they're trying so hard to stuff it back in with the Strength card. Okay, and Spirit really needs these people to reconcile with themselves, their emotions that they've been stuffing down, the lies that they've been telling themselves. Okay, to really balance something out. We also have balance. We have justice, truth, and justice. Okay. So what is this challenging transformation for the people that you're coming across right now at this time? 8 of Wands. So it's a hard pill to swallow. 7 of Wands. They get defensive. Okay. Again, with the closing off, with the guarded, with the defensiveness, with the lack of flow. There is a lack of flow. If you think of the 8 of Wands, it's usually like text, communications, emails, calls, things like that. But it is also energy in motion. Okay. Quick motion. So with the 7 of Wands and the 8 of Wands, there's a stuffiness, there's a lack of flow, energy and motion. There's a lack of flowing when it comes to people's emotions. So you're really causing a lot of difficult emotional challenges, triggers within people right now at this time. Okay. Most definitely, especially with the King of Cups right there. Because you're mirroring back some sort of success, some sort of comfort, empowerment, what it looks like to truly be in your power, doing things for yourself, not neglecting your own needs, okay? Putting yourself first in certain situations. Also, when people see you kind of clap back or put people in their place in quotations, okay? They look at you and being like, well, if I did that, I would fucking, this would happen and that would happen. So how come they get to, so there's an aspect of that, okay? Balance, right? Self-mastery. So what's going on with the justice, obedience, and empowerment up there? The moon. So here we go. Cancer energy. So here is the reconciliation, the Cancer energy, and the strength card trying to shove something down. Tower. It will not. Listen. Because it's about to blow. Ba, 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 ba. So something is about to blow. You're blowing. It's like one of those, what am I seeing? Those pipes with the steam. Like it's just blowing up. Okay? Something that was hidden, trying to remain hidden. The moon, the Seven of Swords, there's a hidden element to here. Okay? Tell me how you really feel. Okay? Shit cannot be hidden at this time. It just can't. Okay? And that's justice. The Tower also denotes some sort of transformation, and here we have the challenging transformation, Eight of Wands. There's some harsh truths being said, being witnessed. There's emotions that are bubbling up with the Eight of Wands. With the Seven of Wands that they don't want to reconcile with. They don't want to feel them. They don't want to deal with them, but justice is here, okay? How long are you going to lie to yourself, right? How long are you going to keep this shit hidden? How long are you going to plaster on a happy face when you just ain't happy? How long are you going to say that you're perfectly fine and everything's good and kosher and I'm healed, and yet you're sending evil eye off of to every Tom, Dick, and Harry around you? Like, there's aspects of people that are hidden that when you come around, truth is shown. Shit is not hidden no more. No matter how much people try to hide it and slander it or whatever the fuck that word is, they can't. When you come around and you show your face and your energy pops out, bitch, truths come out every which way. How people really feel about themselves. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. I think this is more of a serious read, so we'll come up over here. So what is happening in the collective at the moment? Cognitive behavioral therapy, so talk therapy. There's that Eight of Wands with the challenging transformation. Talk therapy, okay? Yeah, okay. Oh, they don't want to change. These are people that don't want to change, and Spirit is sick and fucking tired of it. I'm not even going to lie. Spirit's sick and tired of being sick and tired. I mean, it's fine. Spirit has patience, but you do unto others as you do, like, it's the law of correspondence here, okay? So, I mean, you don't have a manifestation problem, you have a receptive problem. So receiving cognitive behavioral therapy, these are people that have, like, hard time hearing the messages. They have a hard time. So Spirit sends y'all in, okay? Because they ain't getting it. Somebody's not getting it. They're not getting the picture. They're not understanding what's being said. So Spirit sends your ass in so that they can reconcile something with their ego or with their... It's almost like I just heard humbled. But you don't say anything. You don't do anything. You're just playing your role. Obedience to justice. The moon to the Tower. Triggering the shadow. And you know what? Life tends to humble people. What do you think life uses to humble people? Other people, other situations, things, There's all an assortment of goodies that life uses to humble other people. Just like I said, sometimes Spirit uses your attitude that day or this, rebuttal or clap back to serve back the karma that they did to somebody else. And you were the one to do it because your energy is strong enough. So there's a little bit of a clapback going on here, to say the least. You're making progress. Okay? Moon water here, so there's the moon. Spirit team's had enough. This is enough. So their spirit teams have had enough. It is like, energetic activations, healing. See, you're an energetic activator. Okay? We have love bombing and moon water. The moon's there. So moon, water, okay? Love bombing, self-love. I'm picking up that this is more so like self-love, and the moon, water, is hidden emotions, okay? So enough's enough. Spirit teams had enough. Energetic activations. So they send the mirror in. They send the true mirror, which is you guys, okay? 222 on the timer. So what's this cognitive behavioral therapy? What's going on here? This place about to blow. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and we have the Five of Swords. Again. And here's the Tower. Talk therapy. Okay, Five of Swords and the Tower. There's the Tower there with obedience, justice, empowerment, Tower to the moon, cognitive behavioral therapy, challenging transformation with some sort of communication with other people. Like I said, people try and step on your fucking toes. Listen, you're the master. Throat chakra vibes. You're the master. So this evil eye, this arguments, this rebuttal, this little stabs, the people that want to kind of give you dirty looks and shit like that, immediate towers happening. Okay? You could be receiving a lot of like this evil eye and shit like that, but you're making progress with it. Okay? Eight of Pentacles is a mastery, is a sense of mastery. Like, you've mastered this type of energy that people always try and bring towards you. Like, try me. That type of shit. That's what's happening. Tower. Empowerment. They don't want to change. Page of Pentacles. Okay? They don't want to change. Here's the Six of Swords. So you move away. Six of Cups. 666 could be significant as well. You're gonna leave a situation, okay? You're not gonna stay stuck. This is also a sense of nostalgia, okay? A reconciliation with tough and difficult emotions that they don't want to change, okay? Spirit is trying to bring people into calmer waters where they really want to be. But since they don't want to make a change and they're stuck in the past and past traumatic experiences and, the same ways of doing things and the old and this and that, they send you up in here because Spirit knows that they want to get to calmer waters. They want out of the storm. But for some reason, they keep lying to themselves. So, there's that sense of nostalgia, Cancerian energy, the moon. They don't want to change and be obedient. Like, they don't want to let go of certain things. They don't want to, forgive and things like that. And they walk around like holier than thou. And I don't know, like these people just are projecting an image of themselves that they are deep down. There are emotions here that need to really bubble up and get released. You don't have a manifestation problem. You have a receptive problem. So this is being receptive to that Five of Swords energy. I feel like you're making progress with it, though. You do feel a lot. Eight of Wands, okay? A challenging transformation. People are having a hard time. Here's the Three of Cups. I'm telling you, this is community healing. The Star. Eight of Wands. That is getting sent energy. So you're being sent a lot of energy with this challenging transformation and the Eight of Wands. Things that need to get moving. People get very defensive with you for absolutely no reason. Like I said, you can just walk somewhere, do something. You're focused on you in your own lane, living comfortably with yourself. You're very comfortable with yourself. And people who also, they say that they are too. They say that they're comfortable with themselves too, and this and that, and yet they're, deep down they're envious or mad or, that Five of Swords energy, evil eyeing, or they're just being very petty. And it's like, but I thought you said you were very comfortable within yourself. So what's the problem with collective walking by and doing their own thing? Why does that make you uncomfortable? You feel? So there's an aspect of that as well. So you do have a group of people that are going through a very challenging transformation, a very challenging initiation. But you're making progress here. Seven of Wands. So there we go with that defenses, okay? You're putting your dukes up. That's the Eight of Wands. So you don't have a manifestation problem. You have a receptive problem. So the receptive problem is coming from this Three of Cups, which could be reconciliation. So it's people trying to reconcile emotions within themselves. Okay. And they're having a hard time trying to reconcile their own emotions and what you bring out in them. Okay. You can feel that. It's a receptive, but you're making progress by maintaining some sort of boundary, an energetic boundary even. Okay. You're learning yourself by doing this. So this isn't just a lesson for other people. It's a lesson for you as well to maintain and learn how to really solidify your energetic boundaries so that you're not feeling everybody else's bullshit and taking on their negativity. So their spirit teams had enough, or the spirit teams had enough. So the World card and the Five of Wands, that conflict, that chaos, that's not yours to carry around. Death card, that's enough. That's not happening. Either you transform, this has to end. Why are you in competition? Why are you always fighting? Why are you holding these emotions? You're suppressing things that you're refusing to look at within yourself. It's time to take a look. Enough's enough. Okay? So this is what you're triggering within people. Okay? Because the World and the Death card, that's enough. There's an end. This shit's done. Okay? And that is what you're triggering within people, is the shit that they refuse to let go of. The envy, the jealousy, the emotions, and the hatred that they refuse to see in themselves. You are like the most true mirror. And enough's enough. And as soon as they try and do something, tower, boom, it hits. And then they get it. Like they either get it or like you're showing some sort of worth, this Empress energy. Okay? People that want to fight you, like actually just want to, like, you trigger people and sometimes they don't even know why. Like, why do they hate you? Why do they always want to fight? Like, you're triggering people's, like, I don't like that person. I don't like that. But really, they don't like what, they refuse to see within themselves. It's like Spirit has been calling them to step up into themselves, and they've been refusing to do so because of the difficult emotions that they have to face. So when they look at somebody like you, living in divine comfort, very comfortable in your own skin, doing your own thing, very loving, and you know what? You have boundaries and you aren't afraid to say what needs to be said, and you don't give a shit when anybody else kind of thinks, but you're truly in that. It's pissing people off. Again, with the strangers thing too. Okay? You don't even have to talk to them. You don't even have to have a conversation with them. It's your energy. It's your vibe. It's your essence. It's the way you look, the glow. Okay? The way you carry yourself. The nonchalant. It poses a big threat. Energetic activations. Enough's enough. Okay? Transform. It's going to be difficult, but you're going to be where you want to be. You don't want to change, but you want to be over here having a peaceful, comfortable life. But yet you don't want to change. You don't want to confront the emotions that are, within yourself that are trying to rise to the surface. Make it make sense. You do things the same old way, expecting different results. No. No. So energetic activations and healing. That's that star. Yeah, the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Cups. This is some sort of fantasy, right? Being trapped within the confines of their own mind. You're activating people's where they keep themselves stuck. Eight of Swords. It's not you keeping them stuck. It's not Spirit keeping them stuck. As within, so without. Law of correspondence. They want to so badly go to the other side where it's peaceful and calm and not chaotic, but they're not getting it. They don't understand. So Spirit is really enforcing this. Okay? By having you show up in ways that maybe normally you wouldn't show up in, or you're going to places maybe you normally wouldn't. You're clapping back a little bit more these days. Maybe you're, holding off and then all of a sudden you'll clap. Like the way you're moving, like you're being very obedient and staying in your power so that Spirit can create these tower moments and justice moments to show people where they've been acting like ignorant asses. where they've been keeping themselves trapped. Listen, Spirit's been trying to open the crown chakra the whole fucking time. All they had to do was stand up. But they continue to be on their knees, helpless and hopeless. It's like getting mad because God can't hear you. Well, the door is open. All you gotta do is listen. Moon water. The Page of Cups, again, moon, water, emotions. The Page of Cups came out with this this is cognitive behavioral therapy. Spirit's been trying to talk through some people's intuition, trying to love bomb them, trying to like, and I'm not looking at that as like love bombing as in the love bombing way, but like bomb them with love, like, hello, intuition, intuitive messages, intuitive guidance. Their feelings, their emotions are trying to guide them somewhere, but they keep ignoring them, these people. They keep suppressing them, ignoring them, getting mad about it, getting triggered about it, then suppressing it some more, then looking at you and getting even more triggered. And you know what? You're causing emotional reactions where it's coming out like a steam engine. All that pressure just builds and builds, and now it can't no more. And then they either do something so emotionally reactive or so compulsive, like that they are a little bit embarrassed and they actually have to take a look at themselves because they're so fucking embarrassed, or they did something so reactive and impulsive that it garnered a lot of attention and now they have to actually look at themselves. So they're doing something so grand that they're being forced to look at the way they reacted and why did they feel like that. And now look at this, you know, what they created and stuff like that. But you're the ultimate trigger to make it go boop. Love bombing. Page of Pentacles. They're offering something. Page of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Ace of Swords, some sort of clarity, some sort of healing. Okay. This is also giving me like you're working through other people, like you're working through spirit, giving some sort of healing, some sort of peace. By giving something tangible. That's like in the physical realm, the pentacles, right? Like the Queen of Wands, Nine of Swords. It's your confidence. And see, Spirit has a strategy. Inspiration. Okay, I feel like this is the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords is some sort of like inspiration, but using the physical. So it could be something you're doing, the way you're carrying yourself, your confidence, okay? The way you dress, the way you look, the way you move. It's they're trying to, this is what happens when you love bomb yourself. There's a strategy here with the Chariot and the Cancerian energy to reconcile this Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords, people that keep themselves trapped in their own mind, in their own prison, in their own hell, not wanting to change something, or being refusing to change a perspective, or refusing to change their mindset and how they feel about themselves, yet wanting a different result, keep complaining to their spirit team that they're not doing. And like, these are people that are just like really, really stuck, collective, like stuck. And their soul, their higher self is crying out like, please, fuck, we need the activator. Where's the collective? We need this activator right fucking now. Let's go. And now here you come, activating the shit. Creating something so big, so grand, a big emotional outburst that they have to now reflect because they just embarrassed the fuck out of themselves. And now they're forced to change. They're forced to reflect. So, yeah, that's kind of the energy that's going on around here right now. Okay, so if you're dealing with some difficult people, you know, Five of Cups, dealing, and you can also probably feel something, okay? Eight of Wands and the Three of Cups. You're feeling people around you trying to reconcile very difficult emotions, and boy, you're triggering them, okay? So you could be feeling people's triggers, and it's like, whoa, okay, it's not that fucking deep, bro. All I did was like but that little action, like all I did was look at you, or all I did was walk over there. What the fuck is this reaction for? Okay, it's not that deep, bitch. And people are making it really fucking deep. Okay, so you're triggering things. All right? So yeah, babes, that's what's been going on. All right? Cognitive behavioral therapy, it's the way they talk about themselves. It's the way they talk about other people. Okay? So yeah, but you're making progress. You're making progress on your spiritual hygiene, and you're being too receptive, like energetic boundaries. Okay, you know, kind of when to draw your energy back in, or kind of cloak your aura so that you're not so receptive to people's anger or emotions that they refuse to deal with. And you'll be damned, collective, if you're just going to sit there transmuting everybody else's bullshit. So I feel like you're making progress in the way where you're not overdoing it by compensating and transmuting all of this gunky energy around you, because like people need to start taking accountability of their own shit. Okay, so yeah, that's what's kind of going on right now. So yeah, if that resonated with you guys, hit up that motherfucking like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the motherfucking Vibe Tribe, and I'll see you guys down below in the comment section. Bye for now.